Travis, I'm curious just to hear you speak about the origins of this project and the story behind it, because I think that itself is really quite fascinating.
Yeah, it is quite unique. Several years ago, I was putting some things together on my website, Reform Books Online, for both Archibald Alexander and Charles Hodge. And just searching the online libraries for anything I could find by them, I came across this, not knowing what it was. I opened it up, and what do you know? It's a manuscript, and I didn't know they were putting manuscripts up online, and that was something new, I believe, especially out of the archives of Princeton. I mean, the potential for this is just incredible. And so I saw what it was is lecture notes on systematic theology is what it was. So I was quite excited about it. I opened it up to look at it, and it's nearly unreadable. It's nearly unreadable. The old cursive handwriting is just like, kind of like what your grandma wrote in, kind of, but just can't even read a word of it. And I, pondered it a little bit, looked at it, tried to pick a few words. I figured, well, you spend some time, you could maybe work through this and get this copied. And sure enough, you probably could. But I wasn't a person alone who had the time to transcribe 240 some pages of this. But I kept it in the back of my head and wanted to do something with it. And sure enough, I got together some friends on the internet who, regular people who are probably better at reading bad handwriting than I am. It's not actually bad handwriting. It's just a different style of handwriting, handwritten notes. And so we were able, with a team of about 10 people or so, we checked each other's work. And that was the meat of it. That was like the hard part to get through. And we got through it within 2 months, which is absolutely great. Shows what a team of people can do. So it went really well, and we did have to go back, and we were, making corrections. It's not always easy to read these things, but that was the bulk of it, and it shows what the average person can do through what's available on the internet today that was not available 10 years ago. So it's just really exciting that this treasure can come to light.
That's amazing. So just in short, you stumbled upon these notes written down by Hodge that had been scanned at some point and put online by Princeton Seminary. And
Yes.
Then you coordinated with several other people through the internet whom you may or may not have actually met now. And you put together and transcribed now a book with RHB.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been looking for innovative ways to do new projects for the kingdom of God, for the Reformed world, and there's so much out there. I just hope others will catch on and will find these entrepreneurial ways to help the church.
I think that's really, really a fun story, and it does kind of open up whole new vistas. You can kind of be like a Reformed and Presbyterian Indiana Jones just from your office, wherever you are, as long as you have an internet connection. It really shows just the wealth of things that are out there, and the surprising amount of material that is not available to us regularly. You tend to think, well, every book that we might want to read historically is already available to us in the English-speaking world. It's not the case. It's not just stuff that needs to be translated. It's stuff that needs to be transcribed, or stuff that was lost or needs to be discovered. So this is a fun story, not just because it's of content that's really interesting, but the way in which it came about is quite fascinating as well.